So I figured this would be a good first clip for this new vlog, and I just got these in the mail. Basically, Sophia was having a sale on her Etsy for her both her fiction series and her poetry collections, and I think they were like 40% off her poetry collections as like a bundle, and they were also signed, so I got them in the mail, which is so surprising. I feel like I just ordered them and they got here so fast. So they come in this little cute packaging, and whoop. So this is Hummingbird, and then it's also signed right in the front page right there. So nice. I haven't read either of these yet, but I really wanted to. I've had my eye on them for a while, and so it was such a nice opportunity to buy both of them signed. I didn't know she had that. So maybe, I don't know, like, I know the sale's probably over by now, but I think maybe at some point, if she still has them up on Etsy, I'll buy her, like, fiction series. But I do have it on my Kindle, so I don't know. But also this one is signed as well. They're so pretty. Like, there's some illustrations in here. Oh, so pretty. Look at that. I love these. And I love poetry collections. Like, modern poetry is some of my favorites, so I'll definitely read these ASAP. Here's the back. And here's the back of this one. So there you go. I'm super excited about these. Also, I just wanted to say that I decided to DNF the School for Good and Evil because there was just a lot of issues that I had with it, and they were things that I was willing to overlook in the beginning because I figured that either they would just be dropped or they would be resolved at some point, but I got to about like 48% of the way through and things were just getting worse. And basically there was just a lot of fat phobia that was never challenged, never questioned. It was just reinforced, and just I saw the words fat and obese way too many times for my liking in a negative connotation. And it was just getting worse. It was like becoming to the point where it was like every single chapter. And then there's just a lot of like weird sexism stuff, and gender roles were weird, and I didn't really feel like the, you know, dichotomy of good and evil was being challenged enough. It seemed like it was trying to do it, but it just wasn't doing it in a way that was productive or interesting. And I just felt like it was dragging on a lot. You know, the plot was really messy. The writing was kind of confusing at points, and it just wasn't that great. I'm really surprised that the people that I trust really love this book, and I'm just like, I don't know. And I've read a lot of good middle grade in my day, like good Gail Carson Levine, Rick Riordan, things like that. So this just isn't living up to my expectations of what middle grade should be. And I know that sounds probably bad, but it's just like the writing is just not there, you know what I mean? I do have some other middle grade though that I think will be better. I have Nevermore, and I think that I'm gonna like that book a little bit more than I liked The School for Good and Evil. I'm still looking for some good fantasy boarding school recommendations, so if you guys have those, not Harry Potter. I've already read Harry Potter. I don't need to reread it. I don't need to continue with that series. I just want some good like fantasy boarding school books. So it could be either middle grade or YA. That's fine either way. I just want some recommendations for that. But yeah, I just would not recommend The School for Good and Evil at all. It's just not very good. And it's not even having to do with the fat phobia or the sexism or anything like that. It's just not super well written. A lot of like the scenes are super vague and not well described, and I can't picture them in my head. So if that's happening, or I guess not happening, then it's a bad sign for me. Like, I'm pretty good at picturing stuff in my head, so if I can't do that, if like there's not enough detail in the writing, that's a bad sign. So DNF'd it, gonna move past it. Thankfully, I think I only spent like $4 on the box set for that series, and it's like the first 2 books. So unfortunately, I have to get rid of them. I love the covers of them, so it's kind of heartbreaking, and I really wanted to like it, so it's a little sad, but I think it's for the best, and I want to move on to other books. Okay, currently I am reading The Valiant because I decided to DNF The School for Good and Evil, like I said earlier. So I decided I wanted to try this one because one of my friends really, really loves it. So I'm going to link her down below. And yes, I am currently on page 9. And that's where I'm at, not very far. And yes, I'm trying to figure out what kind of music I should listen to. Not really sure. By the way, the friend I mentioned, Gracie, she has a channel, Gladiator Glory, and it's awesome and really good. And you guys should go subscribe to it because, you know, you gotta have some good content in your life. I have to admit that this book is taking a turn that I didn't expect. And I also realized that I have no idea what this book is about, so it's been very interesting to read it. But so far, so good. I'm really liking the characters, and the plot is happening very, very fast, which is also really nice. I have that book already. Okay, so since there's a 20% off since there's a 20% off coupon, I decided I can get 2 books this time. So I'm thinking maybe this one, and I have to look for another book, and I think I know what it is, but I can't remember the title or the author, so I'm gonna figure that out. So yeah. Destroyed. Like, who did that? Did someone like bite them? Oh, here's some nicer covers. Oh my gosh. So I ended up getting Furyborn, The Last Magician, and The Complete Plays of Shakespeare because it was on sale for $7. So yeah, that's what I got from Barnes & Noble. So excited. Now we're at Starbucks and I'm waiting for my drinks. And there's Joe.
What? Hey, bro.
I'm not taking a pic. I'm doing a video. Okay, so I think what I want to do right now is I want to rearrange my shelf. I don't know why I always look like I have like the worst dark circles ever. That's just my face. But yeah, I kind of want to rearrange it because I did get 3 new books from Barnes & Noble, like I showed you guys. And I did do a little bit of rearranging yesterday, but I think I want to do some more because I do have an entire shelf free. So I feel like I can kind of, you know, make it a little less like a lot of books on each shelf. You know what I mean? Because it looks a little heavy. Like, here is how many books I have on this shelf. I have a lot on this shelf as well. So many on this shelf. So I feel like I kind of have to, you know, move some down here a little bit. And yes, I know I fucked up the way that I built this shelf. So don't judge me. But I really want to kind of like fix this shelf a little bit. And I also kind of want to fix this one as well. And I know that these are out of order. It's just that this one is the only one I have in paperback. So yeah. But I want to kind of fix this one a little bit. Maybe I'll move an Enchantment of Ravens. I don't know. We're going to figure it out. And then I have to rearrange my Shakespeare shelf. Oh my god, that was heavy. But also I think I want to film my my unhaul, because I unhauled about 10 books. This isn't all of them. So yeah, I think that we're gonna do that. Maybe I'll unhaul more as I go. I just know that there are some books that I'm like, I'm never gonna read this. I don't know why I have it. You know, that kind of stuff. So, and also I want to figure out what I want to do with the bottom books. So yeah, I feel like that's just gonna be the plan right now, because I'm procrastinating and I'm going to eat some of this cold brew coffee ice cream. It's dairy free, vegan. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now. Also, these are my damaged copies of these 2 books that I still need to send back to Amazon, because I haven't done that yet. I've just put it off. And then these are the 2 poetry collections I just got. I don't know what I'm gonna do with those. So we're just gonna figure it out. We're gonna have a good time. So I know I said that I was going to try to lighten up these shelves, but here we are. Nothing has changed up here. I just couldn't do it. So I changed a little bit here, put some stuff on their side. Yeah, I'm still not super happy with this shelf, but I like this shelf and I really love this shelf. I think this is probably my favorite one. This is my new Shakespeare Complete Plays book. I decided to take off the dust jacket and I think it looks really good. And I also put Bring Me Their Hearts over here. And then over here, I put This Mortal Coil on this side because it's the title is a quote from Hamlet. So I felt like it kind of fit it well. And then I couldn't figure out where to put Wink Poppy Midnight because I needed something that size to fit there, and it just worked. So I decided to leave it there. I just love having these 2 books from the Dark Artifices right here. Even though I haven't read them yet, I really need to get to Lady Midnight at some point. So yeah, I think everything looks pretty good. I put my poetry collections over here. I have Sunfish, I have Hummingbird, and then Soul Like Thunder right here. And I think that looks pretty good. I still have my Dan and Phil books. I have my Polaroid camera. And yeah, I feel like I should do a book tour, I feel like I should do a bookshelf tour at some point, but I mean, I don't know. This is kind of a good overview of what I have up on these shelves. And you know what? I think you guys kind of know what's on my shelves, but yeah, I'm really excited to have the complete plays of Shakespeare because that's pretty cool. And I only got it for $8, so I think that's a pretty good deal. I was going to film today, but I think I'm going to wait till tomorrow to do my book unhaul. So yeah, I kind of want to just take my makeup off and do a bit of reading also. Yeah, there you go. I think that's a little bit better. I didn't really even touch this bookshelf at all. Also, I have my clothes hanging up to dry. But yeah, I just didn't feel like touching this bookshelf at all. No, so, you know, we're just kind of leaving it like that for now. Yeah, I really need to get to reading today because I haven't read at all. So I just started Vasa in the Night, and I am exactly 84 pages into it. I stopped here, and I have just been reading it this night. Like, I took kind of basically almost 2 days off of reading. I feel like after I finished A Curse So Dark and Lonely, I just haven't really found anything that I'm like really enjoying. I was reading The Valiant by Leslie Livingston, and I'm really enjoying that. I'm about, let's see, I'm about 82 pages in, so I'm kind of like at the same point in both of these books, but I just feel like it's not the right time to be reading this. Like, I feel like maybe at the end of my TBR for this month, or at the end of this month, or whatever, like in March, I can pick up Valiant and I'll really enjoy it, but it's just not the right time. So I decided to start Vasa in the Night, and I was a little worried about it because I know a lot of people don't really enjoy it or whatever, and I am a little confused about that now because I am loving it so much. I really didn't expect to like it, but it's so much more terrifying and like awful in a good way than I was expecting. So it's really, really nice to like get to read another book that I'm actually feeling like really good, positive, well, not even just positive, just like really good, passionate, like strong emotions about. And so I'm really enjoying this, and I think that this is going to bring me out of my tiny little slump that I was experiencing after Curse So Dark and Lonely, which I really, really enjoyed. And then I did read a lot of The School for Good and Evil, which was not good. And so I feel like I just kind of, read a book that I didn't like, and then read a book that I'm just not in the mood for, and now I'm finally getting back into my TBR and actually continuing on with that. So it feels really good, and I'm really enjoying this. I actually have never even experienced or heard the tale that this is based off of. That's Vasilisa the Beautiful, I'm pretty sure. And I've never heard of that before, ever, like ever. So this has been really interesting to kind of discover, and the writing is absolutely gorgeous. It's a little weird and out there and a little hard to follow at times, but in a really good way because it's definitely a little bit of like fabulism, and just it's so intriguing and intense, and reads like a fairy tale, but like the most twisted dark fairy tale you could imagine, and it's really interesting, kind of Twilight Zone-y. Yeah, so I'm really enjoying it, and yeah, I don't know. I'll let you guys know tomorrow what I'm feeling. Okay, so today is Tuesday, and I just filmed. I finally have some makeup on my face, so I look kind of normal, and I filmed a unhaul, so hopefully that will be up before this vlog is. I'm sure it will be. And yes, that was a lot of fun. Haven't filmed an unhaul in a really long time, so that was interesting. Of course, all of my videos end up being like over 15 minutes long, so let's see if I can get that down a little bit because I feel like I talked a lot. Anyway, so I am currently reading Vasa in the Night. I read a little bit of it before work, not as much as I wanted to, but I got to 106, so I am almost halfway through. As you guys can see, I'm getting there, and I'm really enjoying it. I actually am genuinely surprised that I'm liking it, because it doesn't seem like a book I would enjoy, and well, I mean, from before I read it, it seemed like a book I would like, and then I heard some like mixed reviews, and I was a little worried. And then I started reading it, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. And then I read more, and I'm really enjoying it. So, awesome. Also, I started rewatching 30 Rock last night, and really good. I missed that show. I wish it was still on Netflix, but now I have to watch it on Hulu, which I don't really like Hulu. There's a lot of commercials. So yeah, thankfully I'm not actually paying for Hulu. It just comes with my student subscription to Spotify, so really cool. And yeah, that's just what I'm doing. I feel like I want to get some food. I don't really know. I just got paid, so I guess I can get a pizza, but do I want pizza? I don't really know. Anyway, so yeah, that is where I'm at right now. And I just took a shower, so my hair's still a little damp. I've been trying to dry it a little bit, but it's not working. So yeah, my hair has just been so gross lately. And yeah, so I'm gonna end this clip right now, and I will see you guys later. Bye. I kept rubbing underneath my eyes because I was like, I'm pretty sure that there's like makeup underneath my eyes, but no, that's just my face. That's just literally my face. So I got a package from Macmillan, because I'm pretty sure I requested something from them like a billion years ago, at least a few months ago. I don't remember what I requested, but I'm sure I requested something. I never got it. But they have I think they have my address now, because I just got an unsolicited ARC. So my first one does that mean I've made it now? Like, when you get an unsolicited ARC, does that mean that you're like actually, like, you've made it as a booktuber, because I did not request this and I don't know why they sent it to me. Like, it's just so random. But it's The Guest Book by Sarah Blake, and I have literally never heard of this book before, and I didn't request it, and I don't know what it's about. I'm pretty sure it's an adult fiction book, so let's look in here. I literally do not know why I was sent this. Has a little thing in here. So yeah, Macmillan. I don't understand why this was sent to me, but it says, "We hope you enjoy this powerful novel about the Milton family who have a family secret that ripples across 3 generations. We're all buzzing about the guest book, blah, 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 blah." Yeah, I have no idea why I was sent this. Thank you, Macmillan. Thank you, Flatiron Books. I appreciate it. But I don't know if this is going to be a book for me. I mean, hey, someone said that Sarah Blake has written the great American novels, so that's interesting. Maybe I'll try to read this at some point. I don't know. I mean, if anyone is actually looking for this arc and like wants it, let me know. I'll probably send it to you, but that is just so random. I mean, thanks, I think. I don't know. Interesting choice, Macmillan. Very interesting choice. Anyway, I'm back from school and I have been listening to The Last of August on Scribd because I'm like playing the system right now because I basically canceled my subscription because literally I was getting nothing. And so I'm like, you know what? Since I paid with my PayPal, I was like, I'm pretty sure that I can like make another account and it like, you know, I could like, you know, go under the radar, play the system. It worked out. So I have 2 free months because I used Olivia's like link. So yes, I think I'll probably start putting my Scribd link into the description. So if you ever want to try out Scribd, you can use my link. And yeah, so I have 2 free months for now, and I'm really trying to like not save any books. It was like when I had my other subscription just like a few days ago, I had literally nothing on my Scribd at all. Like I had Truly Devious and that was it, and I didn't even really want to read that book. And I'm like, you know what? This time we're not saving any books. We're not going to do that. I'm going to try to see how long I could go, you know, not saving books and see how long it takes for them to like take books away. So that's what we're doing right now. So I've been listening to The Last of August and it's really, really good. Like that book just works so well as an audiobook. And it's so funny when I read it, like, as a physical book, it's like really good, but then when I listen to it as an audiobook, it's like everything sounds so much more elevated for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's just like the voice I read in my head is maybe not as good. I don't know, but I'm really enjoying it, so that's nice. And then I haven't read any of Vasa in the Night today, but I almost left it on the bus, so that was an interesting experience. Someone had to run up to me and be like, "Hey, you left this," and I'm like, "Oh, thanks." But today has just been such a weird day for me. Like, I don't know what's going on. I have something on my shirt. My outfit was so gross today. And yeah, I think I really want to buy a record player though. So I think I'm gonna, you know, think about it over the weekend. I'm gonna give it until next week, and if I still really want it, because I have been wanting it for a really long time, they're kind of expensive. But I did find one for about like $36 on Amazon. So I'm like, that's a pretty good deal. I keep forgetting that the darkness under my eyes is literally just my face. I need to go to bed early today. Like, I have been going to bed at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and like I wake up early. So it's just hasn't been a very good time. I feel like my brain has been scattered. Also, this clip is now almost 6 minutes long, so I'm going to stop it right here so I don't go too long. Okay, so I was able to clean most of my room. Also, you can hear Taylor Swift playing in the background. I'm gonna close the door for a second. But I cleaned most of it, so it looks pretty good. That's still a little messy, but whatever. So there is that corner, all my stuff, my books, everything. Then my dresser, my other books, also the books that I am giving away. Well, not giving away, but you know, like the books that I unhauled. I don't know what I'm talking about. And then my bed. My comforter is so disgusting, so I'm so glad that I have this like quilt thing to cover it up with, but honestly, my comforter is so disgusting. And then there's my little corner. Those are the two books I'm currently reading, Vasa in the Night and the Last of August. And yeah, so I also vacuumed, which is really nice. My floor is getting disgusting. Also, if you're wondering what the trash bag in the corner is, that is clothes that I want to get rid of. Hasn't happened yet, but you know, it will at some point. But yeah, I think my bed looks pretty good so far right now. You know, I don't know. I'm like not feeling it. I really want to get yellow sheets and stuff like that, but I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. I might just have to get like a yellow accent pillow or something because yeah, I don't know. And I also don't know if yellow would look good with my gray walls. Like, would I have to get rid of my gray walls if I did yellow? I don't know. But I'm just like, my new favorite color right now is yellow, so I kind of want to do my room in yellow. But yeah, here's my room. A little overview. Yeah, woo! So I've been literally around town like all day long. I look disgusting. But I went to the thrift store to see if I could find any books, and they had like nothing. So I decided that I just wasn't gonna do that. That was my plan. I was going to go to different thrift stores today, and then I decided I didn't want to do that after I went to the first one and was like, oh yeah, my thrift stores here suck. So I forgot. But I ended up going to Marshall's and I got a pair of leggings, which I really need because both of my leggings were like over a year old and that was kind of gross. So I did that, and now I'm just waiting to get picked up. So I also finished The Last of August by Brittany Cavallaro. That was a really, really good audiobook. So yeah, I'm just sitting over by the community center. Just, yeah. And then I'm gonna go to my brother's baseball game, so that should be fun. So I am officially finished with both The Last of August and Vasa in the Night, and oh my goodness, this one has been like totally solidified as my favorite book of the series. And I knew it was my favorite even before I reread it, but getting to reread it as an audiobook was like, yep, this is my favorite, this is the one. And I love this book so, so much. And then this book was absolutely amazing. Like, literally, I was terrified. Even to, like, the very end, like, the house settled and made, like, a loud noise. And I totally jumped. And it was crazy. So, yeah, I'm really, really glad that I got to read it this month. And I just loved it so much. It was so good. And it was super short. Like, but for some reason, I didn't read it very fast. But I love these books. They were so good. So glad I got to them. And I think the next book I'm going to read is Odd One Out by Nick Stone. So I'm pretty sure that's the one I'm going to get to tomorrow. Okay, so I got this like putty stuff to like mount these on my wall because I was using tape and it just like always seemed like it was gonna fall, and I just didn't like the look of like the tape on my wall, you know, whatever. So yes, they're all just up there. I just took this picture because I really wanted a pic of my Star Wars Funkos, so that's what I did, and it looks so good. And yeah, so right now I just am not feeling in the mood for contemporary. For some reason, I am supposed to be reading Odd One Out by Nick Stone, but I'm just not in a contemporary mood. So I think I'm gonna try to read a bit of Enchanté by Gita Trelease and see if this will make me inspired to read a little bit today, because I haven't read anything. So we're gonna try reading this one. And I took a shower a few hours ago, and my hair is just still kind of drying. It's a little curly. And yeah, that's about it. I haven't really updated it all in a few days because I just haven't been feeling very good. Like, not like in a sick way, but just like in a, I don't know, I'm just like so tired, and I don't know, I'm just like not feeling very good. So yeah, that's just like why I haven't been like updating that much, and I haven't been on Twitter that much, so that's just how I'm feeling right now. So yes, I'm gonna try to start Enchanté, and I will let you guys know what I think about it. So I haven't really read too much of Enchanté. I'm about 17 pages in. I don't know. Oh, I thought there was like a stain on the page. That was weird. But I think I'm going to end up reading this right now. So yeah, I'm probably gonna bring this with me tomorrow. I don't know. I'm just in a fantasy mood. I'm actually more in a like fairies kind of fantasy mood, but the only book that I have with fairies in it is The Cruel Prince, and I'm like, I could reread that, but I probably shouldn't. So I'm trying to think of any other book besides like a Sarah J Maas book that I own that has fairies, and I'm pretty sure that the only one that I have is The Cruel Prince. So, you know, this is a fantasy, so it'll kind of work. And yeah, anyway, yep, that's what I'm reading. Enchanté.